to start you off with your Ski Pro GP. On the number 85, Jules Hopkins, coming to you from Biloxi, Mississippi. And he is running on a Kommander. And your women's ski GP on the 210 from Phoenix, Arizona. Sponsored by Kommander, Team Faith, Works H2O, Blosian, Impros, Fly Racing, and Works Karis Webster. All right, our expert ski GP on the 299. Trevor Burns coming to you all the way from Rockwall, Texas. Only 19 years old. Sponsored by Ogio, Bell Helmets, 100% Rain Cross Storage. On the 127 coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. Sponsored by Kommander, Team Faith, Works H2O, and Blosian, Ryland Webster. On the number 38, coming to you from Lake Havasu City, Arizona. He is 17 years old. Tyler the Psycho Ward. Sponsored by Scottsdale Cycle Center, Kommander Industries, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, VP Racing Fuels, Troy Lee Designs, 100% Works H2O, Ethica, Blosian, Ultimate Watercraft Performance with Brian Boel, Lake Havasu City, Arizona. That is Reese Geis. She is running on that purple, beautiful Kommander.
Justin Loenstra is going to be on the 321. So I have not seen the Loenstra family for quite some time, so it's great to see them out here. Swag 321 Kawasaki in the house.
3 and 3, 1 on 3 on the inside, 3 on the outside.
All right, looks like Justin's getting ready to fire him up.
10 laps, he says. That's a lot of laps because this is a mega big track. Who's going to pull the whole shot? It looks like Tyler Ward might be on the outside because there's a rider outside him, and I believe that's a 2-minute hold. That is not good for Reese, guys. Come on, Jimmy. Get that ski up and going for us. We all like to see Reese out there racing. She is one fast woman. I should say girl. How old is she now? She's 18, so she is a woman now. They got it fired up. That's awesome. Looks like Jacob Brewing was down there to help out, getting the boat in and out of the water. Thanks, Jacob. All right, here we go. They're firing them up. Robert Coe right there on the line. Make sure nobody jumps. Look like a clean start. Reese Geis way down low. She's got the whole shot. She's got the line. She's got the line. Looked like Psycho Ward pulled the whole shot on the outside, but somebody's sweeping him. Here we go down the front straightaway. Wow. That is Ryland Webster out in front, followed by Jules Hopkins, and then it is Psycho Ward. So that's Ryland Webster out in front with early lead, and he's starting to already check out using that outside split. See what comes out after they work the split. But Ryland Webster already starting to extend his lead, working the back straightaway. Wait a minute. There is somebody right there battling with them, trying to sweep the outside of them. One bird looked like Ryland went to the outside. Jules Hopkins is going to the outside. Here they go. Oh, it looks like Jules is going to come out in front. Nope. Right. Yep, Jules Hopkins now in front. Made the move on that outside split. Ryland Webster now in second, followed by Tyler the Psycho Ward. Where did Reese Geis go? Okay, Jules Hopkins decides to make do the black buoy. He must have missed a buoy, but check it out. Ryland Webster is still right there in striking distance. Oh, Jules Hopkins almost got lost. Pushed Ryland way out. So running in third, Psycho Ward, followed by Trevor Burns. And then it is Reese Guys. And then Karis Webster. No, excuse me, it's Karis Webster, then Reese Guys. So working this inside split now, kind of starting to check out Jules Hopkins. He is your pro ski GP rider on the number 85, coming to you all the way from Mississippi. He is definitely starting to extend his lead. Check out Cycle Ward. He's starting to reel in second place, Ryland Webster. So Ken Ryland, now he's got company. Cycle Ward starting to reel him in over on the left-hand side of the track. Jules Hopkins now coming down the front straightaway, way out in front. Check him out, just moving. Check him out. Jules Hopkins on the 85, now starting to work that outside split. Ryland Webster now in second with Cycle Ward coming in hot. Cycle Ward's gonna go to the inside. The 299. Trevor Burns gonna go to the outside. And it's getting windy, so it's gonna be rough. There goes Karis Webster. She's gonna start working the outside. We got stuff blowing around. The wind's picking up. It's gonna start getting rough. Yep, I'm starting to see some white caps out there on the water. All of your riders now working the right-hand side of the track split. So the story of this race, Jules Hopkins way out in front. Tyler Ward now trying to work the outside split, trying to catch up to Ryland Webster. That outside did not work too good for him. Well, I'll tell you what, Jules Hopkins, man, that guy can fly. He is ripping down the front straightaway right now. Just on fire, way over the top of those bars. Getting down low, he is. He's got that machine ripping. He's all by himself out in front. Ryland Webster now coming. He's going to work the outside. Ward now going to work the inside. Still trying to catch up to Ryland Webster. And Reese Geis right now, she's trying to reel in the 299 of Trevor Burns. Trevor Burns, he looked like he just, around that buoy, started pulling away from Reese Geis about 2 seconds. So, let's see, where is Psycho Ward? Okay, Ryland Webster still went to the greens. Ward went to the oranges, and it's not helping him. That outside split back on the backside of the track is definitely a lot slower than the greens, because every time Ryland Webster comes out of that, he's about 2 boat lengths ahead of Psycho Ward. This guy's name, but if he goes to World Finals in the pro class, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, because watch the way he turns that ski. Cycle Ward decides to follow Ryland Webster, see if he can stay in the pump wash. They still have a lot of laps to go. Halfway flags are out, which means they've already done 5 laps. They got 5 more laps to go. Reese Geis decides to go to the inside. She's still trying to catch up to Trevor Burns. Karis Webster, she's not off pace, but I don't think she really got too good of a start, unfortunately for her, because she could definitely be battling in there with the group. So it looks like Ward follows Ryland Webster through the greens this time around, and he made up some ground this last half a lap. So with 5 more laps to go, can Ryland stay hooked up, stay in front of Ward? But it looks like Ward's starting to really catch up to him now. Ward is probably caught up about 2 boat lengths. Here they come down the front straightaway. Jules Hopkins still has an extended lead. He's starting to take it easy because he knows he's got this wrapped up if he stays nice and smooth. So Jules Hopkins definitely dominating, pulling the whole shot for the early lead. Ward decides to go to the inside again. Ryland Webster to the outside. Ward trying everything that he can do to catch him. And check it out, Reese Geis was able to get around Burns on the 299 on that last lap. Karis Webster looks like she's starting to now catch up to Trevor Burns. If Karis Webster can stay on the gas, 4 more laps to go for her, she might be able to catch Trevor because she's starting to close the gap between the two of them. Jules Hopkins now hitting the back horseshoe. And yeah, he's kind of chilling out there because he knows that he's got this in the bag. So Ward, every time that he tries to do those orange buoys on the backside, he loses 3 or 4 boat lengths. So the split is definitely off on the backside of the track. Ryland looking super smooth. I don't know what he's been doing this summer, but he has definitely been riding a lot better than I ever have seen him in this race. So Ryland Webster, he's got his elbows out. He's getting down low. Ryland looks over his left shoulder. He knows that Ward is right there. So Reese Geis on the last lap was able to get around Trevor Burns. Trevor Burns looks over at the tower. He's wondering how many more laps we got left. Green flag still out. Karis Webster. Trevor Burns starting to stretch his back. Karis Webster sees that, and she's just ripped through that turn. She is right there. She's about 6-7 boat lengths behind him with about 3.5 more laps to go. Jules Hopkins now on the left-hand side of the track. Ward has definitely tried to work those splits. Nothing was able to work for him, which is giving Ryland Webster a lot of breathing room. Ward still probably a little intimidated about that incident that he had at the last race in Lake Havasu. Two more laps to go for Jules Hopkins, who's currently out in front and has been running in front this whole moto, pulling a killer hole shot. Absolutely stunning how fast that ski was. Because it looked like Reese Geis had the whole shot, but Jules Hopkins was able to sweep around her. So over here on the left-hand side of the track, who's coming down the front straightaway? That would be Karis Webster. And it looks like Karis Webster, that last lap, over on the right-hand side of the track, she was actually able to get around Trevor Burns on the 299. Karis Webster is just on fire, ripping through that outside split on the right-hand side of the track. So over on the left-hand side of the track, he's going to be getting the white flag coming around this front straightaway. That is Jules Hopkins. So that last lap, I don't know what Ward did, but he definitely closed half the distance that he had on Ryland Webster. He's going to have one more lap to try to catch Ryland. One more lap for Ryland, for Ward to try to make up some ground. But the way that Ryland Webster is riding today, I don't think Ward can catch him. Because Ryland, him and his sister, have been definitely training. Because they're on fire. And look at Reese Geis coming down the front straightaway, hitting the outside split on the front. Look at how low she gets on that purple 141. She definitely knows how to ride that GP ski because she just holds that thing pinned. So over here on the left-hand side of the track, Karis Webster, she's going to have one more lap to go. There goes Karis. She decides to do on the 210 to take the outside split. Now coming down the front straightaway is Trevor Burns, who also had a great start, but unfortunately, I think that GP ski got a good grip on him. Here we go. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Coming down the front straightaway with a couple of more buoys to go, sweeping it. He will be doing. That man is going to be super stoked. He looks over his left shoulder. He's got this in the bag. Where's he going? There he goes. He got the checker. Jules Hopkins, followed by Ryland Webster for second place. No, I stand corrected. Jules Hopkins is a pro rider, so he got first. Ryland Webster is in the expert class. He got first, followed by Tyler Ward getting second. Third place is going to go to Reese Geis. In your pro ski GP is on the number 85, who killed it in the first moto from Biloxi, Mississippi, Jules Hopkins. He's on pole position. Jules has been racing since the year of 14. He started off in novice, then bumped up to pro, and he's been out there battling at World Finals for some years now, and great to see him out there. In the first moto, Reese Geis pulled the whole shot on the inside of him, and he kept it pinned and swept the outside of her. So Jules Hopkins on the pole position on the number 85. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if Ryland Webster can pull another great hole shot. He was out in front in the first moto. And unfortunately, Jules Hopkins, well, unfortunately for Ryland Webster, he got passed the fourth lap, I think it was, by Jules Hopkins. Oh no. I don't think they're gonna say anything about it. I think there was a mix-up up in a tower or something. He's saying start him up. Yeah, they're not gonna call anybody because there was some mix-up. So that gives Tyler and Karis an extra chance. That light went fast. Check it out. Jules Hopkins with the early lead. But Jules Hopkins has got somebody right next to him. But because Jules had the inside line, your second place rider that was right there trying to sweep the outside didn't have the line. So who's coming down the front straight away? Who's out in front of Jules? Is that Webster again? Yes, it is. Webster out in front, Jules Hopkins in second. Trevor goes out wide. And then it was Reese Geis going to the inside. Karis Webster elbows out. She's going to the inside as well. Ward now working that outside. What a ride for Webster. Check him out. I talked with his mom and his dad, and I'll tell you what, it's some of the best riding I've been seeing him do in a long time. But I guess him and Cooper Sexsnyder have been out there working out, training. Who's going to the outside? Webster to the inside. Hopkins starting to pull away. Almost side-by-side action for second and third. I believe that's Ward. No, that's Trevor. Trevor Burns is in the mix. Then it's Ward. Then it is Reese Geis, then Karis Webster. So back to what I was saying about Ryland Webster putting it on. He is today. Some great riding. Pulling the whole shot in the first moto. Well, wait a minute. Webster got around Jules Hopkins. I don't know what happened, ladies and gentlemen, but Ryland Webster is now out in front, and he's starting to pull away from Jules. I did not see what happened, but I'll tell you what, I think maybe Ryland got around Jules working that inside split on the outside. So Ryland working the greens again on the outside. Jules following suit. And then it is Trevor. He's going to the outside. So Ward should be taking the greens, and he is. Ward's taking the greens. Can he capitalize and make a move? Trevor. So look at Ward going down the back straightaway. Webster now starting to reel in Reese Guys. Reese Guys pulling off some wins today in her class. So check out Ryland Webster starting to extend his lead over Jules, the pro rider. Jules is on the gas right behind him. And Trevor Burns, he's putting it on this moto. Ward decides to follow suit. And then there goes Reese Guys. Karis Webster decides to take the blues. She's going to try to capitalize on that to try to pull up on Reese Guys. Karis looking really strong on her Kommander, ripping those buoys. Look at that. It's actually slalom skiing the way she's throwing out that spray. Ryland Webster now extending his lead over Jules. He actually extended about 3 boat lengths on that last lap. Ward still putting pressure on Trevor. Not sure what happened to Karis, but she was right there behind Reese Guys. So, back to what I was saying about Ryland Webster is he's been going out every single morning for long jogs and sprints so he can get conditioned for this year's racing series, this year's season. So it was great to meet Jules earlier during the break, and what he's got underneath that hood, man, it is cool. You know, I don't know much about 4-strokes, but when they popped the hood, I could see what was different than normal 1500s. So Ryland now starting to extend his lead. He has actually pulled about another 2 or 3 seconds ahead of Jules Hopkins, but Jules Hopkins knows he doesn't need to win the moto. He's in his own class. So Ryland Webster is just killing it out there. Ward still trying everything that he can to catch up to Trevor Burns. Halfway flags are out for Ryland Webster and Jules Hopkins. Trevor Burns looking a lot stronger this moto than he did in the first one. I'll tell you what, Ward and Reese and Karis, all these people out there, and Ryland, they're all friends, they all hang out, their families all hang out, they're all going to be going and doing some dinner tonight. It's great to see some friends here from Havasu and Arizona and Phoenix. It's great to be here at this venue, meeting a lot of new people. A few more laps to go. I'll tell you what, Tyler the Psycho Ward was able to make a pass on that last lap. He was able to get it around Burns. And then here comes Reese Guys. She's going to start putting pressure on Burns. That's an announcer's curse because I was just saying how good Burns was running this moto. So Ward now starting to catch up. Goes around Burns as well. Burns is like, okay, I'm burnt. Burnt Burns. So Karis Webster, oh, Burns almost comes off, but he holds on, doing a little freestyle tail stab. So Karis now goes around him. He let her go by. So that's going to move her up a position from the first moto. Psycho Ward is on the gas, working that horseshoe on the back side of the track. Definitely got that thing hooking up, staying on the pipe, trying to catch up in front of the pack. I think with 2 or 3 laps left to go, I don't think he's going to be able to catch Ryland Webster, who is just dominating this moto. But check it out, look at Ward. Green flag's out, no white flag yet. If he stays on the gas, he might be able to get around Jules Hopkins. Look at Ward just attacking that outside split. Ward is on it. He's like, nope, you guys are not going to run away from me on this one. Yeah, Ward is definitely catching the front of the pack. He's going to go to the greens. So is Jules Hopkins. So it looks to me like those greens are definitely faster. So look at Ward coming down the horseshoe again. Staying on the pipe, he's sweeping that right-hand turn. 2 laps to go, car just came out. So they're gonna have 2 more to go before it's over. Ryland Webster killing it out there today. Riding the best, like I said earlier, the best I ever have seen him, and his boat is hooking up and hauling. Jules Hopkins better look over his shoulder. I know they're not in the same class, but it's fun to watch some battles. And look at Reese Geis. She's starting to catch up to Ward, so both of them are starting to catch the front of the pack. Any wrong move by any of these riders up in front, and then somebody's going to get passed. Karis Webster now coming out the front straightaway. Like I said earlier, I love her attack stance with her elbows out. She won her moto earlier today in another class, and she won her moto in this as well, because she's racing the women's ski pro, the GP ski. Ward, that last lap, has caught up to Jules by at least 2 boat lengths. So he is currently, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds behind Jules Hopkins. And look at Ryland Webster, white flag out for Ryland. Ryland is still in attack position like he's not even tired. Reese Geis, she is on the gas, hooking those turns on that 141, the purple machine. She is right there behind Ward. Come on, Karis. Let's go, girlfriend. We all know Mama Bear's over there watching. She's got her 2 babies out there, Ryland Webster and Karis Webster. Coming down the front straightaway, 1 more lap to go for Trevor Burns, who pulled a great start, but he just doesn't have the gas. Tough break for him, but you know he's out there having a good time. And there's nothing better. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Still driving that thing as hard as he could. Ryland Webster on the 127 for the win. Jules Hopkins for the win in the Pros GP class. Tyler the Cycle Ward second for the Expert Ski GP. And Reese Geis pulling third for the Expert GP Ski. Okay. I interviewed the man, the myth, the legend. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have out here Justin Smith, one of our promoters, along with Terry. You guys are killing it, Justin. I am so thankful to be a part of this program. And tell us a little bit about this venue and what's coming up.
Jason, first of all, I want to tell you thank you. Thanks for a great job you've done. I want to give it up to our staff for the weekend. We've just pulled off another World Championship qualifier here in Altus, Oklahoma. This venue has been spectacular. The city of Altus has designed this lake for us to race jet skis. So we are going to continue to plan events here in the future. But coming right up, we have the Junior National Championship. That is the IJSBA Junior National Championship that's going to be coming up right here in 2 weeks in Altus, Oklahoma. This is the only IJSBA Junior National Championship in the world, and we look to welcome riders from all over the United States and internationally. So this venue will set the stage for our best youth talent that's either on the water and in the sport, and we hope to welcome all of those friends and families here as we join for another round. Following that, we have one more round that's going to be in Lake Lavon, Texas, and that's going to be our 4-day championship. That's going to be August 1st through August 4th. So we're going to leave beautiful Altus, Oklahoma, and head down to Lake Lavon, Texas. That's in Wiley, Texas. And we're going to finish out our USA Cup and the IGSBA South Championship, which is a double points race for our High Points Championship that's going on right now on pwcpoints.com. So look forward to more racing, look forward to more great events right here in Altus, Oklahoma. And that's a little bit about what's going on right now with Naughty Water Racing.
Well, can't miss that win, can you? So you have, in 2 weeks, did you talk about it? I missed it. Did you talk about the Junior Stars? That's coming up, okay. And then you have the Texas race coming up, and you also have your last event at Lake Havasu City.
Absolutely. So just to clarify, we have 3 racing series going on right now. We have our Mid-America series, we have our Lonestar series, and we have our Kommander Lake Havasu series. So yes, Jason, we will be back out to finish out our Kommander Lake Havasu series at the Riviera Marina Resort. We're looking to be back over there in September 14th and 15th. Give everybody a big World Championship opener and a good qualifier to finish out the season, as well as a World Championship warm-up for World Finals. So we're looking to host all the racers there at the Riviera Marina. We will be back there for our Kommander Lake Havasu series and look to see you guys there with us.
You guys are killing it, man. You, the Dudaks, and the bow hats. You guys are doing great with that.
I want to give a big shout out to my friends, the Bow Hats, Great Lakes Watercross. They've also got a national championship that's coming up during our junior national championship. I want to support every amateur and pro racer, expert racer to go and attend their event up there in LaPorte, Indiana. That's going to be one heck of a national championship that's going to be going on up there. So support our other fellow promoters. They're going to have a national championship. That's going to be one you don't want to miss. That's also a double points race that's going on. That's how you're going to pick up more points towards this high points championship. This high points championship starting to get real heated. As I start to see the battles going on and all the promoters that are coming together, I want to also give a shout out to my friend Sean Dudek at East Coast Watercross and all the promoters that are on the IGSBA Promoters Council. That includes you, Ross Wallich, out there doing it for RPM Racing. We appreciate all of our promoters, and we are united in promoting this sport.
So I want to say one last thing. Thank you to our camera guy, Charles Goonchard. Man, he is killing it with that big, huge camera and his setup that kind of got a little hot today. But man, all of his video is just rocking it out there on the YouTube channel.
Definitely. Got to give a great shout out to Charles Ginchard as well as Adrian Fisk. Our Naughty Water Racing live stream efforts have really been scaled this year, but it is really on the backbone of Charles Ginchard making all this happen. Not only Charles Ginchard Action Photography, but now Charles Ginchard Action live stream that's going to be going on and continuing on as we continue this series. So great job to Charles. Hats off to him. He's really bringing the life to all of this racing action, to all of the people that are sitting at home watching what we got going on.
Well, congratulations on yet another great venue. It's so awesome to be here with you guys. Thank you for having me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. I'm going to run them down the line. On the number 127, sponsored by Kommander, Team Faith, Works H2O, and Blosian, Ryland Webster. On the 141, Reese Geis. On the 299, Trevor Burns. On the 210, in the women's ski, Karis Webster.
Here we go. He's going down the line. I will wrap you up with your racers. It looks like Jules Hopkins pulling the whole shot with Reese Geist behind him. Looks like Ryland Webster pulling the whole shot on the outside. He's got company. Somebody's trying to sweep on the inside of Ryland Webster. That is Ryland Webster. No, it is not Ryland Webster. Is that Psycho Ward? So down the front straightaway, Jules Hopkins, and I think it's Ward going at it down the front straightaway. That is Ward out in front, followed by Ryland Webster, then Jules Hopkins. And then it's Trevor Burns, followed by Lewinsky, followed by Reese Geist, and then Karis Webster. That is your rundown for your expert women, your pro GP ski. And your women's ski. We got a rider trying to fix the goggles. I believe that was Karis Webster. Looks like our goggles might have gotten a little washed up. So down the back straightaway, check it out, Ward with the early lead. And it looks like Ryland Webster running in second. Where is Jules Hopkins? Here he comes working the inside split. He's gonna be running in third. Psycho Ward starting to extend his lead over Ryland Webster. Ryland Webster has got Jules Hopkins, your pro rider, coming in hot behind him. So Ward coming around. He's going to be coming down the front straightaway on the number 38. All right. Actually, Ward starting to extend his lead now over Webster. Ward putting it on today. So running in second place is Ryland Webster. Jules Hopkins, your pro rider, out in front for his class. And then it is Reese Geist, followed by Trevor Burns, running in fourth. Karis Webster running in fifth. Justin Lewinstra on the 3-2-1 is battling with Karis Webster. So right now it is Jules Hopkins in the pro class in first place, followed by Justin Lewinstra. Karis Webster out in front for her women's ski class. And it is... He's not even on my sheet, but good thing I know the riders. Out there in front for the expert GP class is Tyler, the Psycho Ward. Yesterday, he said his boat wasn't running too well, so he's not feeling too confident. So, and he hasn't been riding for 4 weeks since he went down at the Lake Havasu race. But check out Ward coming down the front straightaway, leaning over, coming, sweeping real wide. Big turn of events today with Ryland Webster winning it yesterday. So Reese Geist is going to try to make up some ground working the inside split. Here comes Trevor Burns. He's going to try to work the outside split. Karis Webster is going to follow Trevor Burns through the inside or through the outside split. And then here comes Justin Lewinstra on the 3-2-1. Running a GP ski, running the pro class. So Psycho Ward starting to pull away now in front of Ryland Webster. So Ryland Webster and Jules Hopkins were battling it out yesterday, and Jules told me last night he did not want Ryland to beat him. So today, Jules said he's going to give it all he's got, but it looks like Ryland got the better of him, running that outside split. The outside split definitely had a faster line off that start. But it was Ward with the early hole shot from the outside. He's going to be running the blues, the inside, Ryland Webster to the outside, running in second place, running in third, but first for his class, Jules Hopkins. Here comes Reese Geist on the 141. She's going to try to work that inside split. Reese Geist looking real smooth on that inside, but coming down the front straightaway, Karis Webster looking real good. Look at her just lay that GP boat over. Right-hand turn, look how smooth that is. Like a slalom skier throwing out a beautiful spray. That's how smooth she is around the turns. All right.
looks like Jewel Hopkins is starting to fall off the pace, but out in front, Psycho Ward hitting the left-hand side of the track. It's looking super, super great. His confidence is coming back. So good job to Tyler Ward getting back out there, making a stick, not being able to practice for 4 weeks. He still got it, and he looks great. He said his arm was a little bit sore from yesterday, but it looks like it's not bothering him too much. That's what adrenaline will do for you. So Webster gonna try to work that outside, hoping Tyler Ward makes a mistake. But man, these pros and experts, they don't make too many mistakes, if they ever do. So Jules Hopkins out in first, and then here comes Reese Geis. She is still on the hunt to catch up to Jules Hopkins. Down the front straightaway, Karis Webster, one more time around for her. She's gonna go to the outside. So on the back straightaway right now is your leaders, and it looks like Psycho Ward is starting to extend his lead over Ryland. So this is going to shake things up for the overall for the weekend, with Ryland Webster winning his motos yesterday and Ward coming in second. So today, if Ward can pull off 2 wins today, that's going to put Ward for first place overall for the weekend. Reese Geis has probably gained about 3 seconds on Jules Hopkins. Ward definitely taking it easy, coming down the front straightaway. Normally when he comes through there, he's going out super wide to set up and keep it on the gas. Ward to the inside again, Ryland Webster to the outside. Ryland looking extremely good these past 2 motos yesterday, and looking great today. So talking to Mama Bear, Brittany Webster yesterday, she was saying that Ryland Webster has definitely been going out, hitting the gym, and doing a lot of jogging with Cooper Scheck-Snyder. So all of that hard work that Ryland Webster's been putting in, he's putting on some of the best racing. But look at this, Ryland Webster started closing the gap, running that inside split. Look at, he's closing the door on that last buoy on the horseshoe. But Ryland Webster now definitely within striking distance on Tyler the Psycho Ward. He's got 1, 2, 3 seconds over Ryland. The Winstra, he knows the leaders are coming around. So Ward's gonna go to the inside. Ryland's gonna go to the outside, but he goes out too wide. Not able to make something work with Lonestar in front of him. Ryland's gotta get on the gas, get around him. Ryland getting in some of that pump wash. His boat wasn't able to stay hooked up too well. So, see how they come together. But Ward's still out in front now because Ryland went out so wide. It definitely set him back about 2 seconds further behind Ward. They're running these guys 10 laps, so a lot more still to go. Where is Jules Hopkins? He is over on the right-hand side of the track with Reese Geis still on a charge to try to catch him. She is definitely starting to reel him in. Karis Webster attacking the track. She's riding extremely well, but I'm not sure if she's running her 1050. If she's running her 1050, she's definitely out horsepowered. But here comes Ward down the front straightaway with Ryland Webster. Ward, where is he going to go? He's going to go to the outside. Ryland Webster didn't quite set up right for that inside, but that's where he's going to go. He's going to see now on this lap if that's going to help him out at all. So Ward now on the right-hand side of the track coming into the merge off the split. And Webster's way off now. So now down the front, work on the outside is Jules Hopkins on the number 85, followed by Reese Geis. She's still ripping and getting it. Jules Hopkins, man, was on fire yesterday. He had a great hole shot on the inside on this start. But, of course, Ward and Ryland came out from the outside out in front of Jules Hopkins. Now there is about a half a track between Ward and Jules Hopkins. So Reese Guy's going to work the inside, following suit behind Jules Hopkins. So Ward, white flag is out for Ward on the 38, way out in front of Ryland Webster now. So Ward's got clean water out in front. Ryland Webster running in second on the 127. One more lap to go for Ryland, working the outside split right here in front. Over there on the left-hand side of the track. Coming down the front straightaway, Jules Hopkins. One more lap to go for him. So Jules Hopkins killing yesterday, stretching his back a little bit. Reese Guy's looking so solid. She decides to go to the inside. She's giving it her all to try to catch that pro rider. But we all know Reese Guy's multi-world champion can do it. And here we go, Justin Lewinstra on the 321. One more lap to go for him. Him and Karis Webster going at it in the back. Karis trying to catch up to AJ. So come down the front straightaway, put your hands together for Tyler. Look at him sweep that, hanging off the side of that ski. Looking great, he is today. Tyler, the Psycho Award for the win. What a race for him. And coming in second place, laying it over, is Ryland Webster on the 127.
Hey. I know they can't hear me right now once he shuts that ski off. All right, he's got him fired up. I don't see all the riders down there. Jules Hopkins went home. Oh, what a bummer. Love watching him out there racing. Tough break for Jules Hopkins on the 85. Not making it.
The great hole shot. That's going to shake things up for the overall with the Expert GP with Tyler the Psycho Ward on the 38 winning the first moto. Ryland Webster with a great hole shot. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we got a red flag. Now that's what's going on.
Rubber coat is over talking to the tower. I think that they're just going to re-rock and stack them. I don't think they're going to penalize anybody.
Here, hold up. There was some movement before the light. Nobody jumped, but they were moving.
Nobody jumped, but there was people moving on the line. But nobody is getting a division start from what I can see right here. So they're just making sure nobody's moving before the light goes. That's not going to be good for Lonestar. There's another red flag. Tough. So Justin, I don't know. There is no dead engine.
These guys with a great start. Ryland Webster and Ward going at it. Ryland Webster looks over. He knows that Ward is right there. Reese Geis probably is going to get the whole shot on the inside. And she is the first one at the buoy. Yes, Reese Geis, great start. Ryland Webster on the outside, followed by Psycho Ward. And Psycho Ward's got company. Ryland Webster's looking over his shoulder again. But look at, on the 299, running down the front straightaway. So Ward's going to go to the inside. Ryland Webster to the outside. Ward knows what he has to do in this moto. He needs to be Ryland Webster to take the overall for the day, the overall for the weekend. Ryland Webster knows that if Ward gets him one more time, it's over for him. He'll end up with the second place. So both of those guys, your expert riders. And where is Reese Geis? She was hauling on that start. And I do know that the 299 was running in third. So then I believe it's going to be Reese Geis in fifth. Wait a second, where is Karis Webster? That's the other rider I'm not seeing. No, there she is. Our leader's already on the left-hand side of the track. Ryland Webster starting to extend his lead over Tyler Ward. But man, look at the way Ryland Webster and Tyler Ward just sweep those buoys, staying on the full throttle. And if you can ride these skis full throttle like they do, that is super impressive. In third place is the 299 of Trevor Burns, followed by Reese Geis. She threw her hand up. She's shaking her head. Something is not right with Reese Geis. She is not happy. Something's going on. She's shaking her head. She's looking at Dad, going, something ain't right. But man, her boat yarded on the line, so it seemed like it was running pretty good. Here comes AJ Lewinsky, making his lap around. Ryland Webster definitely extending his lead over Ward. Ward, unfortunately, hasn't been able to practice for the past 4 weeks. So that's definitely a little bit of a fatigue today. Yep, Reese Geis. She is lifting the throttle, letting the rider go around her. So, green flags out. Ryland Webster. Here comes Ward down the front straightaway. He's going to follow Ryland through the split on the outside. Trevor Burns going to sweep it to the outside as well. Coming down the front straightaway. Who do we have? The one and only Karis Webster. Riding super, super clean she is. Now coming down the front straightaway is Reese Geis. Got her left hand up. She's shaking her head and it pops. Oh, what a tough break for Reese Geis. She's over there on the beach with her dad. He's talking to her right now, trying to figure out what's going on. And she's going to discuss it with him. Here comes AJ. And that is Justin Lonestar. Sorry, I said AJ that last time around. That was my mistake. All right, here comes Ryland Webster. He's going to take the option for the outside split, and he is ripping those buoys, just turning like it's on a dime. Water's a little bit rough coming through that chicane, so these skis do come out of the water a little bit. The last race that Naughty Water put on in Lake Havasu, the wind conditions were a little bit worse than this, but the water sure did get rough, like really, really, really rough. Psycho Ward took the outside on that time, and it looked like he made up a little bit of a ground on Ryland. Looks like Reese Geis is back there on the water.
leaders come around her. She's cruising, trying to get the points, I guess. She took third, and with the position now, that's going to give Trevor a bump up. Look at Ward. He definitely is starting to catch up to Ryland. Ward's now going to try the inside. He's working hard, running his fast Powersports. And Ryland Webster out in front with his Kommander. Oh, man. Looks like Trevor Burns on the 299 starting to stretch his back. Come on, Trevor. Keep it going, because you got company with Webster coming up behind you. Webster currently running in first place in the women's ski GP. Jules Hopkins didn't make it to this last moto. He decided to hit the road. So that's going to put Justin Lonestar on the 321 with 321 Racing Kawasaki. It's going to put him for the win for the day. So Ward, Ryland looks over his right-hand shoulder and sees that Ward is there. Look at how far out wide they sweep so they can stay on the gas. So Ward, unfortunately, I just noticed Ryland Webster stayed into the red and white buoy.
Ward's down.
We got to ride her down.
Tyler Ward's down on the inside.
Oh no, Tyler Ward goes down. He was putting a charge on it. Oh, what a tough break for Ward. He's got to get up and going, because that's going to put the 299, Trevor Burns, in front of him. But with Ryland Webster pulling a 2 and a 1, that's going to give him first place. Tyler Ward needs to get back up and going. If Tyler can get back up and running and finish this moto, he should still be able to take second place. And with Reese Geis out of this moto, pretty much, it's going to put Trevor Burns for podium. So that looks like that's going to be your top three, with Reese Geis now unfortunately going to be put into fourth. She's going to miss the podium by one position. Webster's going to pull the win for the women's ski today, and Justin Lonestar on the 321. I hear whistles. That means another rider is down. Oh, that's Ward. Ward is still down. So now Ryland Webster is going to be lapping Ward. I think he might be having boat problems. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's why he came off the skis. If the ski shut down and it didn't want... Yeah, they're hooking Tyler Ward up. That sucks. You never want to get put on the hook. So now Ward with a 1 and a 4. That's going to put 5 points. Trevor with a 4 and a 2. That'll give him 6. Reese Geis with a 3 and a 4. So Tyler Ward with a 1 and a 4. That's 5. Trevor Burns with a 4, 2. 6, so Tyler Ward still will pull off the second place and will have the podium. But I don't know, a DNF, that might bump him out. A podium, yeah, it's last place plus 2. Yeah, so that's going to bump Tyler Ward to third place. So Trevor Burns is going to be coming home with the second place finish. Definitely putting him on the second place for the podium. Ryland Webster, still a green flag, 2 laps to go. I see the 2 card on the tower. Ryland Webster all by himself, just dominating this track this weekend. It looks like all that running every morning was Cooper Schexnayder, the number 28, who runs the Havasu series. He's been becoming somebody to be reckoned with also, because he's been battling in the top of this class in the Havasu series with Naughty Water. Come on, come on. Oh, no, no. No, wait. Oh, no, I don't know why the 292. He had podium, he had second place wrapped up. Oh. What a bummer. This is all shaking up.
He had second place wrapped up. He's now going to have a DNF as well. That is going to be because he came off after. Oh man, I do not know how to tell these points now, but the Three Skies, is she still out there? Yes, she is. Ryland Webster getting the white flag, like I said, and I was talking to Mama Bear and his dad. Whatever that kid's been doing as far as his jogging and his routine for working out and riding, it's paying off because he is killing it this weekend. Absolutely running good. Reese guys chilling around the outside split. One more lap to go for her. She was able to get her ski up and run in, and she didn't get towed in. She just came in on her own. She's still shaking her head. But check it out. Checker flag comes out for, oh no, wait, that is Karis Webster. Ha! I thought that was Ryland. It is Karis Webster. One more lap to go. She's working the outside option. That's closer to shore. So we definitely have some stuff going on. And AJ Winstra pulled off the track as well. So here we go. Put your hands together for your winner, Ryland Webster, who absolutely killed it this weekend. Dominated. It's a tough break for Tyler Ward because he put on one heck of a Moto #1 today for the win. So Karis Webster making her way through the checkered flag. Put your hands together for her. As Karis Webster on the 210 on her Kommander was out there winning the women's GP ski. So down here, ladies and gentlemen, I have Ryland Webster. Man, I was hoping you could have brought the flag with your ski for the interview. That would have been cool.
I didn't know that's what they wanted me to do.
No, that's why I came into the water to try to get you to come over. But so Ryland, talking to Mama Bear yesterday, her telling me about your training. Tell us a little bit about that, and tell us how, if that really did help you out and you're dominating this weekend.
Yeah, I know that definitely helped a lot. Shout out Cooper Scheck-Snyder, shout out Brian Radmead. Yeah, we've been going out at 4 a.m. and running a bunch. And yeah, it's super hot at Phoenix, so you have to get up early to go. And yeah, it's been a grind, been a lot of riding, been a lot of running. And yeah, no, huge shout out to Tyler Ward. He kept me on my toes all weekend. It sucks that I think his fuel pump went out on like halfway through the race, so I was looking forward to a battle. I saw him catch me a little, and then I pulled a little, and then he caught me a little, and I pulled a little, and I was like, I just cannot get away. So,
well, yeah. Well, we all know that Tyler Ward, with his situation and what happened with him, he was definitely keeping you honest out there on the track. Have you done anything different to your boat to make it faster? Because you were pulling some gnarly hole shots.
Last race in Havasu, I did a few setup changes. I changed a few little things, nothing motor. I just kind of struggled with a few little things last weekend. And yeah, we made just a few small changes, and it really helped for this weekend, and Jules and Tyler were on it.
Yeah, Jules Hopkins, man, he was talking a lot of stuff about you last night. He wasn't going to let you get away with it today, but you definitely, you smoked him that first moto today. Were you hoping he would be here for the second moto?
Yeah, that's my second brother. So yeah, I wished he was on the line too, but he's got a bunch of stuff down in Mississippi to do with him and his dad. They have a race shop that they run, and they have some important stuff coming in tomorrow morning. So they're driving through. They're hopefully trying to get there by like 5 a.m. So.
Wow, that's a lot of driving right there. But yeah, last night I got to meet him and his dad for the first time. Great people. So you want to give any shout outs, any big time sponsors? What do you want to talk?
Shout out to my dad, number one. He's built me. I've never felt so comfortable on a ski before. Yeah, he's always pushing me and stuff. Shout out to my mom. Works H2O Designs. Kommander Industries. Everyone. Team Faith. Impros. Big shout out to Glenn at Impros. He's got some good stuff working on my ski. Everyone that's in my corner. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to Jimmy for dragging Tyler here so we can battle it out, and yeah.
That was fun to see you and Tyler going at it. But like you said, he was catching you and you pulled away. He was catching you. So it's a tough break. Him coming out here after his incident in Havasu, but he was out there getting it on that third moto. What did you think? Because he was starting to try to pull away from you on that first moto today.
Yeah, it was definitely a dig. The first probably 75% of that moto. I was giving it my all. I was definitely catching. I was really working that green split and catching. There was 2 times where he came out and he just had drive on me, but we were way closer than I thought we were gonna be. And sucks that he broke this last one.
So one last thing, what I really liked about what I saw with you and Tyler Ward was the way you guys came around off that. You guys were basically mowing the green grass over here, trying to make some salad. So that was a great technique, the way that you guys came around. Did anybody give you that tip, or is that what you just figured, just keep it pinned and sweep?
One thing that I've always been good at on these GP boats since I'm a little bit of I'm one of the bigger kids in the class. I'm taller, I weigh more, whatever. I've always been really good at sweeping my ski, and I lay it over and I let her eat.
Yeah, you and Tyler were really good at that one. But so I want to say congratulations. You rode amazingly. Some of the best riding I've ever seen you do. So I want to say congratulations, man. That was awesome to watch you do that, and your hole shots were perfect.
Yep. Thank you so much.
No problem, kiddo. Good job.